What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, the good, the bad, the ugly, hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content. On that note, smash that like button and let's just jump into today's topic. So as we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles did not play this week, but we end up winning the bye week for a couple of reasons. One, the Steelers beat the Dallas Cowboys. The Washington football team lost to the New York Giants, so it keeps us up in the standings while we get to rest and get healthy. And yes, this is what the video is about. The Philadelphia Eagles are getting healthy. But can this actually hurt the Eagles? Let's talk about the first guy coming back this week against the Giants in Week 10. We will get Miles Sanders back, which is good. Shout out to Boston Scott for doing this thing in a couple games that he played. 2 games, one against the Giants, where we know he's a giant killer, and against the Dallas Cowboys. Corey Clement, though, we all know is not that guy. He just can't do it anymore. So Boston Scott having to carry the load by himself. Corey Clement, yeah. Jason Huntley, yeah. It is what it is. Glad to get Miles Sanders back, a guy whose last game was against the Baltimore Ravens where he ran a 74-yard touchdown. And this is something special about this guy. He has 3 runs for like 70, and maybe 80. I can't explain it. He is what you call a home run hitter, and it's good to get him back. The dude averages 6 yards per carry, and mainly because of his home run hitting ability, because we know that Doug Peterson does not run him the amount of times we need him to run him. But will this change as Carson Wentz, the Philadelphia Eagles, Doug Peterson all see the health on this team? Will we turn into a more run-heavy team? Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's not going to happen. But the Philadelphia Eagles need to implement the run more. Miles Sanders needs to be the guy that we can rely on in the run and in the pass. And I know a lot of people have questions. Can this guy stay healthy? Well, we about to see. We're going to be at Week 10, 6 more games. He hasn't been used as the bell cow we thought he could be. So it's now or never, I'm guessing. And there's another guy coming back from injury, but I don't know if this is actually going to help us or hurt us. And it's Alshon Jeffery, should be back, will be back for Week 10 against the Giants. Now here's my big thing. When the season started and Jalen Reagor went down and there was no Deshaun Jackson, I was like, let's get Alshon Jeffery back. We need him. But at this point, I'm not sure, because you're talking about a 30-year-old guy who came back from a Liz Frank who plays the X position. And a guy named TF13 has been playing that position beautifully. He hasn't just been the guy who catches in the middle, catches on the comeback route. He's been able to get down the field vertically on them go routes, them fade routes with Carson Wentz. And by no means necessary can you take TF13 off the field for Alshon Jeffery. Just remember, since Week 4, TF13 leads the league in yards. He's top 5 in touchdowns, and he's top 5 in yards per reception. Because yes, he plays the X position that we wanted Alshon Jeffery back for in Week 1, Week 2, Week 3, because we lacked that dominant receiver. But now we got him, and he's better than Alshon Jeffery. If you look at Alshon Jeffery last year, he was playing hurt. And the one thing I said is if he can ever get fully healthy, he could contribute, and it would do wonders for a team to have some speed, to have some middle work, and to have that X receiver who could run that comeback, who can also go through the middle, who can do a lot of the things that can just get us a catch when we need it. But that is TF13. Listen, this guy has not only been our dominant X receiver, he's been going with some go routes, some fade routes. Him and Carson Wentz are the best things that happen to this offense. He's the one guy that Carson got chemistry from, and you cannot, I repeat, not take this away from Carson Wentz, take this away from the Philadelphia Eagles offense. There's no way you can bring Alshon Jeffery on this team if it means taking snaps away from Travis Fulgham. No, you can't do it. It should not be allowed. Jeff Lurie, Howie Roseman, somebody would have to step in, because at this point, is it going to be Doug's decision? Is it going to be Howie's decision? Because Howie did pay this man handsomely, and he's going to want to get his money worth. So I believe Doug is a guy who says, are you seeing what I'm seeing? You can't do it. And Howie would be the culprit to get him in. So Jeff Lurie has to come down and say no, no, no. TF13 does not leave the field. Now, if you can find a situation where you can have TF13 on one side, Alshon on the other side, and Jalen Reagor in the slot, which means it would push Greg Ward back, maybe. But then again, you still got speed in the slot, but your two outside receivers are guys who want to catch contested balls. They're not really trying to beat you down the field. Maybe that would help Doug Peterson run more slants and not do everything down the field, which this offense looks like. All we do is go down the field. So maybe that could help. I'm not sure, but the one thing I need the Eagles to get in their head, and I need Doug Peterson to scream at Howie or Jeff Lurie to scream at Howie that there's no way you can take TF13 off the field for Alshon Jeffery. Because I honestly believe the guy who has game day say, Howie Roseman, he wants to get his money worth, and I can't have it. You can't put a 30-year-old who's just getting back, no chemistry with Carson, hasn't played since week, 13? No. No, 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 no. You can't do it. You just can't do it. So as the Philadelphia Eagles get great news that Miles Sanders is back in action, we get some news that could really destroy the chemistry of this team if Alshon Jeffery takes snaps away from TF13. With all that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know you're excited for Miles Sanders, the playmaker, 370-plus yard touchdowns to come back. But what do you think about the Alshon Jeffery thing? Do you believe that somebody on this team, whether it be Doug, Howie, or Jeff Lurie, will step in and say, nobody touches TF13 snaps? They better. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. We out.